Hi there, Lisa Arana here, and welcome to another Assemble This video. Today's card is all about a quick and easy layout using these funny little farm animals that have a bit of a vintage feel. We're just doing some simple stamping, a little die cutting, and a fun sentiment treatment. I'm featuring the Funny Farm stamp set from Unity Stamp Company. I just adore these stacked little animals and the funny sentiments as well. I have all my supplies ready to go. I've pre-stamped those little farm animals onto some Nina Solar White cardstock, and then I'm using my scalloped rectangle die and just turning it sideways to die cut out a panel so the scallops are at the top and the bottom. Just a great way to get another use out of your rectangular die. Now, just to help those animals pop off the page a little bit, I'm going to use a bit of Copic marker to create a shadow below the animals. Just doing the underside, drawing a bit of a line. That'll create a bit of dimension, almost like the light's hitting them from the top, so there's going to be a shadow at the bottom, helps them pop off the page just a little bit. Now that our stamped panel is all ready to go, I'm just going to put some foam adhesive on the back, and I'm using my craft mat to help me line up the panel so it's straight, and I'm just going to put it in the bottom third of the card. And since I picked up a card front that folds from the side and not the top, I'm going to have to do a little bit of card surgery to get my string to wrap around the card. So I took an X-Acto knife, just cut a little slit into the crease of the card, and then I'm going to use something to help push that string through that cut that I made. I'm just using my scissors here. They were flat and thin enough to help push that through that cut. So I'm going to pull that through and leave a good tail on this side because we're going to tie it in a bow. And then I'm just going to wrap that around and push it through maybe 2 more times, just so it's wrapped around twice. Now that we have our twine or string all wrapped around the front of our card, I'm going to work on the sentiment banner here next. I have 3 strips of paper. The first one has my sentiment stamped on some Nina white cardstock to match my card front, and then 2 strips of pattern paper that kind of match the color theme of the card. And I'm just going to notch out the bottom of each of these sentiment banners. All I do is cut down the center of the banner and then cut from edge to the top of that cut. And this will just create a triangle that you're cutting out at the end of the banner, and that creates your banner-like look. And you can vary the depth of that cut and the look of your sentiments in all sorts of ways, just whatever suits your preference. So I'm stacking those up and just punching a hole in the top because I'm going to tie those on with my string here. And I'm just going to stack them up, pull the string through, and then I'm going to tie it all together with a bow. And that's just an easy way of getting the sentiments on the card, and creates just a cute little accent by having the bow at the top of the card or at the top of the sentiments as well. Having trouble getting my bow going here. There we go. And then I'm just going to fool around with that until I get it to the size that I like. And once I'm happy, I'm just going to trim off the ends. Now, to help that sentiment stay and the banner stay where I want it to, and to make sure I can still see that cow, I'm going to add a bit of foam adhesive to the bottom banner. That'll pop it up and keep it kind of in the same level as the panel. And then to keep the other one in place, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape at the top, and that'll tack down the second sentiment or second banner, and then the sentiment is free to move just so it has a little bit of movement. Here is the finished card with the center die cut panel with the cute scallops at the top and the bottom. Those fun animals are front and center, and to make the sentiment extra special, it just has some pretty banners layered below and tied up in a bow. I'll have all the supplies linked up below, and please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you have any questions or sweet comment, post below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!